Good morning. Today is Saturday. Saturday, September 25th, 5:16 in the morning. Woke up a little earlier this morning. Just kind of let myself happen to wake up. Alarm went off at 5:38. It's one of those alarms that are not distinguished, like it'll ring at this minute, but rather it kind of senses like where you are in your wave pattern. So sleep goes up and you come closer to consciousness and then you go back down. Right, so there's sleep waves. So the app that I use on my phone called Sleepify? Sleep Time? Anyway, that app, you leave it on your bed, and normally when you're close to consciousness, you move a little bit. Just a little bit, you move around, and so the motion sensors in the phone will detect that, and it'll wake you up, or it'll sound the alarm when you're as close as possible to the alarm. So mine's is set at 4:45, but sometimes like I'll be close to that consciousness state, and so it'll sound the alarm, because if it waits another 10 minutes, I might be back down into the deeper sleep, and so it kind of gauges it like that, just so that when you wake up the most fresh as possible. Because you ever been awoken when you're in a deep sleep? You just wake up really groggy, and it's not always the same minute every single day that your body is in that deep state. So yesterday it could be at 4:45. I was 4:44. Just consciousness was just close, so I woke up about there. Sometimes I'll get the alarm at in the 4:30 hour, and then I'll just kind of hit the snooze button a couple times. But just me hitting the snooze button kind of keeps me there at that light sleep. So when it does come time for 4:45, I can still easily get up. Contrast that to my other alarm clock, which is just a very standard 4:45. It just rings. I've actually got three. This one buzzes me at 4:45 too. But the other alarm clock, 4:45 hits and it sounds the alarm, and it's not a pleasant one either. It's like bang, 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 bang. It works, but sometimes when I forget before I go to sleep, when I forget to set this phone alarm, at 4:45 it just goes bang, bang, and I'm like deep down in my slumber, and I wake up, I'm like, where am I? kind of thing, and I slam the alarm clock as fast as possible because I don't want to waking up the wife. So anyway, that's why I woke up this morning about 4:38. I went to sleep pretty early last night, in the 8 o'clock hour last night. Just been kind of feeling tired, but I feel relaxed, and I get up this early every day. So if you count the hours, I don't know how many hours that is. 16 hours, yeah. 4:45 to 4:45 is 12. 8:45, it's about 16 hours, yeah. So about 8:45. I've been awake for about 16 hours already. So yeah, it's about time for me to go sleep anyway. But I like the way that this app wakes me up when I'm ready to be woken up, and not necessarily at a set time. But yeah, first week is finished. Oh my goodness. I talked to one of the other teachers yesterday and how she was feeling about first week, and she was so tired. And I think they get a lot of response. They get a lot of feedback from the parents. I see some of it, but I don't get all of it, because I think the parents message their homeroom teachers individually. But I can only assume that the parents were not happy in the beginning, but everybody's got to let it play out at least a week to start making comments. But I agree with some of the parents' observations. We have some classes that are combined, so that means level 3-1. We have two third grades. So third grade A and third grade B. How many times? 2 times out of the week. 2 times out of the week they study together in the same classroom. So that means digital classroom. It's over 40 devices. And the younger the learner, the harder it is to control the class. And Google Meet doesn't allow you to not allow people to turn off the microphones. So as soon as you mute them, they can just turn it right back on. And kids are smart. So yeah, those double classes, those ones get kind of wild, you know. And so I think the parents are like, we can't do this, you know, like, uh, why does my kid have to study for like this, you know, in this environment, and they can't learn anything, and I can't call on their name, I can't call on everybody during the lesson. I have to teach the lesson first of all, and then I can invite other people to comment or to make their observations, what they see, what they hear, how to complete the sentence, what's the wrong word in the sentence, can you make a sentence, you know. And so I can tell somebody like, hey, Ciro, can you, her name is Ciro, hey Ciro, can you tell me an animal that you like and give me a full sentence. And so she'll turn her mic on, but at the same time there's like other 10 microphones on, and so I'm trying to look at her box, you know, and I can see the little audio flicker, which means that they're speaking at their location. But I mean, there's just so many voices that are coming at the same time that I can't see or I can't hear what she's trying to say, because there's, you know, some people got their fan on, some people got music on, some people got people talking in the background, there's some traffic noises. I mean, how do you have traffic noises? You're just out, you're supposed to be in the house, you're supposed to have traffic noises. Yeah, so anyway, it was like that a lot of the time this week. And yeah, it was rough. It was rough. So anyway, we'll get that figured out, and hopefully next week. I found some kind of groove in the last 2 days, on Thursday and Friday. I found a groove that I think I can sustain that and not be so stressed out going through the growing pains. And you know, I may forget the growing pains and the stress, but I have a diary of it a couple days ago, so I can just go back and watch that to kind of see what how I was feeling during those first few days of school. Yeah, the woman that I always see every morning, the older woman, she told me I'm 61 years old today. I was like, oh, congratulations. But she said the COVID counts are down to 3,400 yesterday, which is a huge leap from what we were the day before, which was at 5,500, I think. So about 2,200 fewer cases in one day. But you know, take it with a grain of salt, because today could just likely shoot right back up. Yeah, it is what it is. So we're getting closer, 5 more days until they're issuing out, you know, releases so that people can travel and drive in between districts here in the city. And yeah, that's all happening pretty soon. And then the woman, she asked me just this morning, she's like, every day you call your parents every single morning and talk to them? She's, oh, that's so nice. I'm like, yeah, no, well, I make these call them diary entries. I make these diary entries every morning so that I can see like my progress throughout the months. And like I said, I have a video of me, because you know, she was down here every day before I started. You know, she's one of the OGs, the OG exercisers. Her and another older woman would like to play badminton together right over here. But anyway, she said, I told her, I remember my very first day I made a video that I came down here, and I have a picture of that, I have a video of that, and I said, I can look back on that and I can see there's huge differences. And she's like, oh my God, you want to talk about differences? Yeah, you look completely different. You look absolutely different now than when you started. And I was like, oh, thank you, thanks for telling me that. Well, I'm glad it came up in conversation. She's like, oh yeah, you must have lost, I don't know, like 30 pounds. I'm like, 42 actually. Yeah, so that was encouraging. That, you know, it just came up kind of organically through our conversation, and she prodded a question like that. But then yeah, she gave me a compliment, and that's the kind of thing like I appreciate. It's just yeah, it was a very nice thing for her to say, and an observation that kind of motivates me to keep going, because I said, you know, maybe next year I'd still be making these videos, and I don't know what I'd look like. Maybe I'd look different, maybe I won't, but just got to keep going. So she's like, yeah, keep it up. Yeah, anyway, that's the end of this video. It's almost 10 minutes long. Thanks again for coming visiting me. That's the basics of what's happening this week. What happened this week? School's over, weekend's getting started, but weekend doesn't mean it's a playtime either. We got a lot of stuff busy on the weekend. Sunday I get ready for the week again, and I got still some video edit projects I got to get finished, and more creative side for that video editing stuff, so it's not very mechanical like the other projects. And then got some projects this morning, Bible study this morning, and yeah, so it's gonna be a good weekend. Try to relax as much as I can. I bought some things yesterday. I didn't get a chance to play with them yet, but hopefully today I'll get some downtime and I'll be able to play with my new toys. Well, it's nothing really. It's a new scale. It's a new body weight scale. But I did try one of the cables. I bought like an HDMI to DisplayPort cable, and it was broken. So I contacted the seller, and they said just send it back, which sucked because I waited a whole month for that cable. But whatever, it is what it is. All right, keep it up, Jesse. You're amazing. You're great. You're good. Keep it up. And hey, old lady's seeing some changes. She says you look completely different from what you used to look like. So hey, take it, man. Just take it. All right, Jesse. You're awesome. Bye, aloha, and love you. Take care.